Let's go, girl.
Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe.
It is WTF, Women Talking Football, not to be confused with WFT. We are the women, a pair of producers for Dave Campbell's Texas Football and Dave Campbell's Texan Live. I'm the executive producer. My name is Ashley Pickle. Sitting over there, running the dials, turning the knobs, it's our associate producer, Miss Mallory Hartley. Yo.
Hey, how's it going?
Yo. We both went with the all-black shirts today. You look like a floating head. I look very dark, too, though.
I guess I do. I didn't realize that. I did ROF earlier. And
yeah, Powers said it to me earlier. That's how I
head.
figured it out. He was like, if you didn't have like the little design on the front of your shirt, you would look like a floating head. So
That's nice.
that seems right. You might notice that we have a different backdrop right here. It's not our normal women talking football, and that's because we have an incredibly exciting episode. We'll get to this in a minute. In the back half of the show, we'll be announcing our Week 4 Dave Campbell's Texas Football Tonight Spotlight games, and then we'll break down the Concho Valley region out there in not big country, but a little bit further west than big country, but also not West Texas. It gets confusing, but we'll break all that down. Why do we have YoQuiero up on the board? Well, one, they're a proud sponsor of Dave Campbell's Texas Football. We have all of these gifts, socks, scrunchies, the whole 9 yards. Mal?
I got one too. I got a scrunchie. I need to get the rest of my stuff here.
And the rest of the gift. She instantly pulled that scrunchie out.
I love scrunchies, and ones with avocados on them are even better. So look at how cute that is.
And the lady that brought them is Miss Tara Murray, the Vice President of Marketing for YoQuiero. Hi, ma'am. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. We are so excited to have you on for a couple of different reasons. The first of which, of course, being YoQuiero, being a huge sponsor of Dave Campbell's Texas Football and our partnership. But also, you're like mega sports fan, which rules.
Yeah, seriously. My husband, he calls himself the sports widower during the weekend.
That's so
I
good.
legit turn on the games, whatever games are on. You know, it's been tennis, it's been football, it's been golf. It really doesn't matter. It goes on, and he's like, really, again? And I'm like, yes, sir.
Yes.
Do your deal, and I will be right here.
This is what we're doing. And we were like, Our Lady. Like, that's our type of
Yes.
people.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
So we'll get to this first part. YoQuiero is the proud sponsor of our Team Mom Appreciation Award, and that's always been one of our favorite awards to celebrate. I think that we focus so much on student athletes and coaches and all of that stuff that sometimes you forget about the people behind the scenes that are feeding them snacks, you know, that are bringing them to practice every single day. For you personally, what was so special about having YoQuiero sponsor the Team Mom Appreciation Award?
I was a teen mom. I have 2 girls that are now in college, and they were in a ton of things while they were in high school. And, you know, as a parent, my husband and I were very fortunate enough to be able to be involved in their sporting lives as they were growing up. And when my daughter was on the track team, they needed a team mom. Track isn't one of those high-profile sports in high school. So I stepped in, and you really do a lot of behind-the-scenes things. And, you know, the moms that I've talked to for the awards we've given out, you know, they don't do it for the recognition. They do it for the love of the kids, the love of the sport, the love of being involved in their kids' lives without really having it not be too, you know, in their kids' face, you know, so you're there helping. And I think our kids, even though mine, I always got the eye roll a lot because my girls are really good at the eye roll. Yeah.
Well, where'd they get that from?
Yeah, I don't know. My husband, as I was watching sports.
There we go. We figured it out.
But yeah, you know, they do it just to be involved and to be around. And, you know, it really has a special place in my heart because it does take a lot of work, but you love every minute of it, you know, and being able to help those kids whose parents aren't as fortunate to be able to be around as much. So to be able to be there, provide the snacks, provide help to the coaches. You know, I was also a teacher. So I know how time is so short for the coaches and for the people involved in school athletics, that they just sometimes don't have the time. And so being able to step up as a parent that had the time to be able to do that, you know, you get to do a lot for so many people, and it just means a lot to me. And at YoQuiero, we're a family-owned business. So for us to then be able to help families, help kids, help students, help parents, in our community, in all of these high schools, it's so wonderful for us.
It's the perfect marriage. And it's funny because you talk about track too. We're so football minded here all the time, but you think about track, and honestly, I mean, that goes hand in hand with Texas high school football as well. But those are long days. Like, those track meets are long days. Probably, I mean, that's got to be the longest period for 99% of people, other than maybe a tennis tournament or a golf tournament, that those other sports, I mean, you're out there in the cold weather in March doing that.
And that's typically once a week too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, once a week, and that's a grind.
It's crazy. And of course, my daughter, she jumped and did the 4x4, and jumping
Nice.
is at the beginning, and the 4x4 is
very
the very
end.
last event. And so, by the end of the day, we're like, okay, let's go. But no, we enjoyed every minute of it. And my oldest daughter was involved in agriculture, and, they didn't necessarily have team moms, but just being there for the events and hosting and really working with the kids and the teachers. I mean, again, it just holds such a special place in my heart, just to be able to give back and to do for those people.
Well, and that's just awesome. It warms our heart. Like we said, we love the award itself. So when we knew it was a family-owned company and how important that is, and the human aspect of it is to y'all, it was just perfect. And speaking of it also being perfect, Saturday, for those of you who might not know, is National Guacamole Day.
Yes, it is. And I promise it's not something we made up. Being a guacamole company, it is a legit holiday. I really wanted it, to have the day off, and this year it's on a Saturday, so we all can do that. But yeah, it's National Guacamole Day. So we are having a big event on Friday, if we can get into that, at Highland Park High School, where we're going to be announcing the team mom for that high school. And we are in partnership with the Dallas Cowboys.
That rules.
That's awesome.
I know. It's going to be so exciting. And we've teamed up with DeMarcus Lawrence as well. He created a big announcement video for us to announce the team mom, as well as our participation. And Rowdy and the Drew Pearson is going to be there at the game.
That is so cool.
Like,
I am so jealous that we're going to miss it.
I'm telling you, I seriously fangirl. And
Yes.
I'm worried about, like, I'm going to see Drew and be like,
Hello, Mr. Parsons. Hello.
do you know who you are? That kind of thing, So I'm really have to work with me to reel that back with Drew, because, I mean, it's the Drew Pearson. So they're going to be able to participate in the coin toss and hopefully be able to talk to the players and just be there to meet the fans and the team mom. So for us to be able to bring all of these great things together to celebrate the team mom, Guacamole Day, the whole bit, we're so excited about this weekend. We can't stand it. It's
Highlander
awesome.
Stadium is going to be rocking.
Oh
Are
my
you
gosh, yes.
are you going to give Drew a pair of avocado socks? That's the most hard-hitting
And
question.
a scrunchie. I think
And
he
a
needs
scrunchie.
And a
too.
scrunchie, yes. And
Great.
a scrunchie, yes.
Good.
Usually with my guys, what they do is they put the scrunchies up on their ears so that look like little
love
ear
that.
things. And
That's
so
so
yeah.
great.
It looks like a little avocado almost, with the
does.
tail
It's like
sticking
Shrek.
out of it.
You look like
Yes,
Shrek,
exactly.
honestly.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly.
That's too funny.
So yes, for sure, Drew will have a pair of socks.
That is so cool. That's going to be so cool for that team mom.
yeah.
That really is. And you mentioned it too. Obviously, you helped out with your daughters in the sports world, but you're a
Right.
big fan of Texas high school football as well. I mean, that's our bread and butter here at Dave
Yes,
Campbell's.
yes.
What's kind of your background with Texas high school football? Do you follow any specific teams at all?
Well, I follow our hometown team, which is the Hazlitt Eaton Eagles.
There we go.
And one of our quarterbacks is on the top 10 list right now, Noah
Mm-hmm.
Lugo. And so with my girls growing up, we've been in our location for over 20 years. So many of these kids I've watched from kindergarten all the way up. They have friends that are playing at Tech, that are playing, going into playing professional football. So just watching these kids grow, watching how they perform, being involved and just following these teams and the coaches and it is getting a little bit more complicated now just for NIL. It's like,
Right.
okay, who's going where
Right.
and how? But to me, to really watch these young men grow and how they establish themselves on and off the field is really rewarding to watch and be a part of.
That's awesome, and it definitely makes you feel like a part of the community.
Yes.
And there was, before we let you go here, there was one little rinky-dink game. I don't know if you heard about it last Saturday.
yeah.
I believe the Texas Longhorns is the name of them. They went and beat somebody out there on the East Coast.
My
Alab-
gosh.
Was it Auburn or
maybe?
was it
It
the
was
Crimson
the
Tide?
game of my life. Not to me. I mean, seriously, I have sports
How
chills,
was it?
Like, seriously. My house was just nuts. Well, it shouldn't my house. It was my husband and I, because we're empty nesters now. But it was crazy. And I was so nervous at first because it reminded me of last year's game. You know, it came up to the last play last year and they beat us by 1. And I, like, literally my soul was crushed. But watching this team play and watching yours go through this transformation that he went in the offseason and become this transcendent player. And, you know, when we lost Bijan and we lost some of these Overshown and we lost some of these key players, I was like, oh, no, how are we going to do? But to beat Alabama in Tuscaloosa,
just awesome.
oh, my God. I mean,
Just awesome.
and I am a diehard Longhorn, graduated from UT, and usually our big rivalry is OU. And I'm going to play now. I'm like, oh, yeah, whatever, OU. We beat Alabama in Tuscaloosa.
yes.
They are now 52-2.
Yep.
Hello. You know, and it just, I mean, just, I will have chills forever. This was the perfect sports weekend for me.
Yep.
Because the Longhorns won on Saturday. Cowboys won
Boys
40-0
won
on
on
Sunday.
Sunday.
And I thought, you know what? I'm tapped out. Like, all is right with the world. Like,
It's good.
we're good.
We're going to have a good week.
We're good. Yeah.
Final
That's
That
question.
was amazing.
Are you going to be celebrating National Guacamole Day by watching your Longhorns beat Wyoming?
Yes, I am.
Let's go. I
With
like
a
it.
big tub of guacamole and chips and
Heck
whatever I'm
yes.
going to have. I'm going to be in my chair with a thing of guac and a thing of chips, and I'm going to be having at it. Oh, yeah.
I love it.
I'm excited because of how they played last week against Tech.
yeah.
I mean, we can't just snooze on Wyoming. I mean, they really came back.
won't.
They came back well. And one of the kids that grew up with my girls, Titus Finn, actually played for Wyoming last year, and he now
that's so
went
cool.
to the NFL. So
cool.
we've kind of been watching Wyoming and how they've done due to his performance. He's a smaller running back, but really strong and a really, really good player. So I'm excited to see. I want to say they went to the Colts, not undrafted, but I think he ended up with the Colts. But so I've kind of have a soft spot for Wyoming just to watch and,
Yeah,
and
that's
see how
soft spot,
they
except for Saturday when they take on the
no,
Horns.
we're going to
Any
demolish
other day.
them. We're going to demolish them, and we're going to definitely put our thumb hard down on their heads. So I'm excited.
Well, there it is. So a huge weekend coming up. Again, if you're going to be around the DFW area, go out and see the entire presentation there at Highlander Stadium with the Highland Park Scots. YoQuiero and all of our friends will be out there presenting the Team Mom Appreciation Award. Well, Tara, we really appreciate everything that y'all have done, and literally you are welcome back any point in time. Just
Dude, hey,
just come talk
call
ball.
me. I'm in. I'm so in because I have to talk with somebody. My husband just rolls his eyes.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Well, we're used to that, so we've got you covered.
Perfect.
There she is, Vice President of Marketing with YoQuiero, the proud sponsors of our Team Mom Appreciation Award. Appreciate everything that Tara and her entire crew do. And remember, Saturday, National Guacamole Day. If you as well are going to be watching the Longhorns or any other college football, grab a tub of YoQuiero guac and you will have a fantastic way of celebrating National Guac Day. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you would like more and to be notified when they come out, go ahead and click that subscribe button right down there. You can also watch Texas Football Today every day live at noon on TexasFootball.com, Facebook, Twitch, and right here on YouTube. For more of the best coverage of Texas football in the Lone Star State, go to TexasFootball.com/subscribe.